it's day 6, or should I say evening 6. I've just had a long day gardening. I thought I'd do something for myself today. I've got about a fifth of it done, the bottom bit of the garden, so a long way to go. It's looking very overgrown. Hopefully once I've finished it, maybe in about 2 weeks time, if I'm still not working in 2 weeks time, I'll take it back out again, as long as we don't have rain. Hi Mummy and Grandad. I still hope that you're being able to view these videos and listen to a bit of a rundown of what we've been doing today, although I haven't seen any comments on there, and I hope that you've actually worked out how to listen to me and it's not too quiet. And that's why I've been doing lots of them indoors. Even though we've had a lockdown, there's lots of people being out and about on the streets, riding bikes, kids playing, cars zooming past. It's been quite noisy. Anyway, so today we are looking at the Holy One, God the Holy One, El Qadosh. I presume that's how you say it in Hebrew. And I've taken today's reading from Isaiah 57:15. For this is what the high and exalted one says, he who lives forever, whose name is holy. I live in a high and holy place, but also with the one who is contrite and lowly in spirit, to receive the spirit of the lowly and to receive the heart of the contrite. So what are we talking about today? If we look at the Hebrew word holy, it means sinless and free from imperfection. So this holiness, what we talk about in the Bible, is without fault, set apart as being pure. I think probably the best way to describe it is, obviously with what's been going on with the coronavirus, people are isolating themselves, and if you do contract this, they're having to be put into isolation to make sure that nobody catches this virus, because it ultimately could be deadly. And if we look at this in God's perspective, we can he always asks of us that we isolate ourselves from sin, because if we succumb to sin, it can harm us. So like the virus analogy, it's important that we keep ourselves pure, we keep ourselves separate, we keep ourselves set at a distance from things that can harm us and that can actually influence and affect our lives. It's a bit like the north and south of a magnet. They repulse each other, okay? And in that sense, God cannot tolerate sin, okay, because of his holiness. But also given that fact, he has this desire to seek and to save the lost people. It's because of his love, it's because of his attributes of restoration and perfection that he wants us to actually be perfect and end up having a fulfilled life, and to strive for perfection, okay, until ultimately, because Jesus died on the cross for us so that we can have that relationship with him, we now have been forgiven of our sins, so we can actually have a relationship and be with him forever, because ultimately he can't have that association with sin. So ultimately, a word of encouragement for you: God hates sin, that is correct, but he's there to deliver us from our sin, and having that relationship with him is the way to go about it, so that we can have sin, lack of sin in our lives, because he helps us. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. Don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow, but I'll catch you later.